But I must say it. I don't want to praise anybody, but you must give praise to those who deserve it. After winning that game, you know who came to me? It was Aliko Dangote. And said, Doctor, I will give these guys 5 million naira if they win the trophy. And he said we should go and meet the players in the dressing room. But they didn't allow us to go into the dressing room. Aliko got tired and went home. But when I was waiting, when the Canoes came out in their bus, they saw me outside and I joined them. And I told them what Aliko told me. They didn't believe it. I said, okay, don't worry. I went to Aliko's house in Atlanta. And I told him that the players did not believe what I told them. Then Aliko brought out his card and signed that we give them 5 million naira should they defeat Argentina.
That was in 96.
In 96. I now took the card to Kanu and his men. That was when they believed it could happen. Because a lot of Nigerians have promised them before they won't do it. When they won, I went back to Aliko. It is time. He invited all the players and all the Nigerians with the team and members of the supporters club to his house. And they gave us a lavish dinner. Then Kanu walked up to me. Chamo, he calls me Chamo. Where's our money? And I went to tell Aliko. I said, President, look, these guys are asking for their money. He called Nigeria immediately. And they forwarded a check for 5 million naira for the players. And when he was to hand over the check, I said, okay, this is for the players. What about the supporters club? He said, I'm giving you 10%. Then he gave us 500,000. So if things like that were happening, Nigerians needed to have capitalized on the gains of that period to improve on our football. Well, what happened to us? We forgot. And we left everything as if these players, the Canoes and the rest, will serve us forever. We need a situation where now you are playing, you must know that your players one day will get tired. They are aging. By the time they get to 35, 40, what manner of football would they play anymore? So we needed to capitalize that time. That, look, there's going to be a time these players will no longer be fit enough, strong enough. But we forgot. And that was how we lost the momentum. And that happened to us. It affected us since then. It has been like a Dazika, like, do well today, not do well tomorrow. So I believe it affected us. But now we should learn from that experience. The Nigerian Football Federation and everybody that is a football person, genuine football person, must realize that when you have a team, you need a backup. A backup. Feeder players, feeder team players that will mature one day and be fit enough to play in the senior team. That we don't do in Nigeria. And that is why we're having problems. If we can get this done, fine. You remember there was a time when there were school games, the academicals, the Tamujin Cup, and the rest, and the rest, and the rest. That was where many players were discovered. But we have forgotten it. Sometime 2 years ago, the Principal's Cup came alive. I championed it. The then Minister of Sports, Sunday Dare, gave us the opportunity to do it. And we did it so very well. But since then, have they continued? So we must learn that no matter how good a player will be today, there's going to be a time that what we call diminishing returns sets in. And that is why we need all these young ones playing all over. They are there all over. You can just see them in several corners playing. Let us realize that these players that are playing right now will be tired one day. Let's get the young ones, train them, support them, and they can become champions of tomorrow.